This video is brought to you by Ageless Geeks.
Cowabunga dudes and dudettes, this is Anthony, aka BatBomb82, and today I'll be doing a review of the Storm Collectibles Scorpion. Now, taking a look at the front, we can see that the figure is showcased in your standard Storm Collectibles window box packaging. Turning the box around, we can see multiple images of the figure showcasing multiple posing positions with its different interchangeable parts and accessories. So with the box out of the way, let's crack this figure open and see what we have inside. And here's Scorpion out of the box, and really stoked to get this figure in hand, as I am a giant fan of the Mortal Kombat 3 look for a lot of these characters, and definitely the ninjas, so it's really cool that we're getting this version from Storm Collectibles. But before we take a closer look at the actual figure, let's take a closer look at his accessories. So Scorpion does come with a good amount of accessories. Starting off, we get his throwing spear, 2 interchangeable masks, 8 interchangeable hands, his axe, and 3 blood effects. So with the accessories out of the way, let's take a closer look at Scorpion. Alright guys, now let's take a closer look at Scorpion here. Now, in full disclosure, this is obviously based on more of his Mortal Kombat 3 look, in which the ninjas had a dramatically different look. Well, not dramatically, but a fairly different look compared to the original games. And me personally, I actually do prefer the MK3 look. That's actually my all-time favorite Mortal Kombat game. So I'm pretty stoked that we actually got the figures, or we're getting the figures based on that specific game with these specific looks, which I am personally a big fan of. And I know not everyone is. I personally am, though. So everything about this looks really nice. I really dig. The head sculpt all looks really good. The eyes look fantastic. Loving the mask. The whole segmentation that we get on the chest right here, on the tunic or the gi, looks really cool too. Again, that's very specific for that game. The nice long cod piece right here, or tunic skirt piece right here, whatever you want to call it, works out, looks really good. The shin guards look nice. I love they have that almost like a skull looking kind of thing right there. Same thing with the forearm guards. I love that a lot. All looks really, really good. And on the back, we get the more of the yellow going down the butt and the back of the legs. Again, that's more specific to this particular game. All this looks really, really good, man. And what I've noticed, and it's really cool that Storm does, like even look like closely to the actual muscle, and you can even see like the pigmentation in the paint. That's really dope, man. Storm Collectibles is just coming up there as one of the best companies there is, and that's a good example as to why they're just so popular right now and just really killing it with these action figures, and this is a good example of that. So very, very nice. Alright, now let's check out his accessories. So we do get interchangeable masks, so this is the more standard ninja mask that we get, which is really cool. Again, I like that a lot. You can just tug on that like so, you can see little tabs on the side right there. Or we do get this other mask, which I will probably most likely have this displayed with, which is more of his skull mask, which I think is awesome. It's done in this nice metallic yellow. Looks really, really good. Again, that was something very unique for this specific character and that look. So I think that looks awesome, man. So very cool. I wish it fit a little bit better. You can kind of see it is kind of gappy right there. When you kind of push it in. It's not terrible when you're looking at it like straight on and stuff like that, or when you have it on display, it'll blend pretty good. But I just wish it fit a little more snug, and hopefully that doesn't loosen up over time. So for right now, it works out pretty good. We got interchangeable hands, you know, all kinds of open palm hands, more flat hands like this, more like karate chopping hands almost. We got like things like gripping hands, which is really nice. We got closed-fisted hands, so pretty much everything you need for a fighting game character. What's really cool is that we get his little get over here like spear or kunai. Basically that's what this is, with a nice rope attached to this. So how this is going to work for you, you're actually going to have to unpeg a hand like so, and you're going to take this over that peg like that. So Let me get that on there, and then you bring the hand back on to peg it back into place like that. Make sure that's nice and secure, and there you go. And that will hold on there pretty good. I have a little bit of a silver paint smudge right there, see that? But anyways, that looks pretty cool. That works out really nice, and it holds pretty good. I like that. You get some nice cool poses like that if you want to make some type of fighting scene. So I think that's pretty awesome. Nice paint on all that for the most part. So we can take that off right there. Let's see, I'm gonna put on his gripping hand next. We can put that on like so. We do get some blood effects for this little spear tip. So you can actually we get two of them. We got one right here, a smaller one, and then a slightly larger one. Very nicely done. I love the deep red clear color we get like this. What this is meant to do, you basically take this and then kind of fit it right over there like so. So when it looks like it's piercing into someone, it looks the blood splattering. I think that's super cool, man. So like you could take, you know, another character, it looks like it's coming off of the body. I think that's pretty awesome how they did that. So you get two different versions of that effect, which is really nice. We also do get a punching effect piece with a blood splatter. This is really cool. This just form fits over the fist hand, which is really nice. Again, really nice clear red. Really dig how much that actually looks like a blood color, which is really cool. And you'll see me utilize that in some pictures later on. But I love just the splatter effects that we're getting like this, because Mortal Kombat is so well known for its blood and violence. So you gotta have stuff like this. Now the last accessory is going to be his axe. I like this axe a lot, man. Really nice, dope gunmetal. You got some black brushing in there to make it look a little weathered. Some blood splatter all over it. I noticed mine has like a black smudge right here. I kind of don't mind that. I kind of do mind that, actually. It's a little off-putting, but it is there. And I can just make that into, like, you know, chop that up to battle damage, basically. And blood all over the handle. I noticed mine came a little warped. You can kind of see that. So if I hold it straight out, you see how it kind of just like curves and bends, it bows a little bit. Yeah, it's a little disappointing, man. I don't know what happened to this. And this is a fairly sturdy plastic. This isn't like too pliable. It's fairly sturdy. You can move it a little bit, so I might have to soften that up and try and flatten it. But it still looks really good. You can take that into his gripping hand like so, and he holds on to that very, very well. Let me get that on there a little more properly. There we go. And I love the fact that they even included this axe. You know, there was that swing that he would do with that axe. I think it's very cool that we even got that as an accessory, so I dig that quite a bit. So I do love all of his accessories. Again, love the blood effects, love the weapons that we're getting. So again, just very cool that we're getting all that stuff. Alright, now let's run down his articulation. So the head and the neck are on ball joints like that. There's a double ball peg in the neck area. So that rolls around like so, does turn left and right, up about that far, down about that much, and pivot side to side. Arms and go full 360, up and out very, very far, so that's really nice. We do get a bit of a butterfly joint in there. This whole like upper torso and this whole tuna piece is a softer plastic, so it doesn't really hinder articulation all that much, so that actually works really, really nice. We get rotation at the bicep, we got double jointed elbows, but it bends just past 90. That's mostly just because of the build and the bulkiness of the figure, but so that you're gonna get about that much right there. Rotation at the wrist as well as a hinge at the wrist. We get a double ball peg in the midsection, so that rolls around, and there goes the mask. Get that back on there real quick. Let me get that. So yeah, okay, so that's kind of one thing I was worried about. That's gonna fall off and loosen over time and stuff. So here, fingers crossed that stays on there a lot better. So again, rolls around, just turn left and right, pivot side to side, and crunches back and forth. We got hip joints that kick forward that far, back all the way, splits about that far, rotation in that upper thigh, double jointed knees that work like so. Ankle joints go up, down, a very nice ankle rocker, and then we do get toe articulation. That's a little stiff right there, but it is there, so there you go. Overall, I think the articulation is pretty good. Storm Collectibles has been getting better and better with the articulation. I think that's part of why the build of this just feels nice and tight and solid, and it does feel a lot better than the older ninjas. So I think that's partial why they're re-releasing them just with these Mortal Kombat 3 suits, because those ninjas did deserve an upgrade, and I think this modern buck that they're going to be using for future ninjas is definitely an upgrade. So if you missed out on those older ones, like me, I don't have the old Scorpion, but I do have a couple of the other ninjas. this is a good chance to get the Mortal Kombat ninjas, and in my opinion, a better form. Just because, again, they're built a lot better. The construction, the articulation feels a lot tighter. You know, on those other ninjas, things were falling apart and whatnot. And they're cool looking, just not that great, as well as the build goes. He is awesome. I cannot wait to pick up the other ninjas, and I think he is absolutely a must-get. So for a quick size comparison, here he is standing next to a Marvel Legends Deadpool and NECA Batman figures. And for your Storm comparison, here he is standing next to the Storm Collectibles Ermac and Rain. And just for fun, here he is standing next to a little Lego Bat Bomb. So there it is, guys, my review of the Storm Collectibles Scorpion. Now, I freaking love this figure, man, as I am a giant fan of the MK3 looks. This is my preferred version of the ninjas, and I think Storm Collectibles did an amazing job. They really upgraded from the original ninja releases, because in my opinion, these feel so much better. The quality of the paint and sculpt is really well done, the articulation is practically perfect, and I really dig all the interchangeable parts and accessories. To me, Storm Collectibles is the go-to company for a lot of fighting game action figures. They really are taking over their market, and the Scorpion is a prime example of that. So if you love MK3 like I do, and you just want a really badass ninja figure, then I think this Storm Scorpion is a definite must-get. So please comment, like, and subscribe. Stay nerdy, my friends. Peace.